Let's be 100% honest about something right now. If it were not for the repeated stories telling us how horrible Senator Amy Klobuchar is to her staff, most people in this country wouldn't even realize that she is currently running for president. Obviously, we have much better options out there than Amy Klobuchar, but because of these nonstop stories about how horrible she is to work for, we have to talk about her right now because these stories are very serious. Now, a few days ago, the New York Times broke a story saying that Amy Klobuchar once had to eat a salad with a comb because her aide forgot to give her utensils. So she's on a flight, has to eat a salad with a comb, and after the flight, she made the aide clean the comb. To be perfectly honest, like that story to me, that's not even that bad. You know, I've worked in a lot of restaurants where I've had to clean things where I would, beg to instead be cleaning salad off of a comb. But, sometimes you have to do weird things for your boss. That's not that big of a deal to me. What is a big deal are the reports that she would treat her staffers as subhuman, that she would throw office supplies at her staff, that she would berate them via emails to everybody on staff, calling people out, making them feel like crap, and telling everyone what a horrible job this staffer did. Those bother me. I have a real problem with that. The salad comb thing, it's weird, don't get me wrong, it's weird, but it's not necessarily abuse. These other stories, these are abuse. These are actually stories, especially if she threw stuff at her staffers, these are stories that actually need to be investigated. I mean, this woman needs to be under investigation instead of running for president. The biggest thing here, and yes, let's be perfectly clear, there are some former staffers who say, hey, she was a dream to work for. I loved it. I have nothing bad to say about her. My experience was super pleasant. And I get that too. We have had people, here at other places I've worked who hated management. They hated the boss, did nothing but talk about how horrible they were, how bad they treated them, while the rest of us were sitting there looking, watching interactions between the two and saying, this isn't true. What you're saying didn't actually happen. You're twisting it in your head. So I guess technically there could be a scenario under which that's what's happening with Klobuchar. I don't think that is the case here. There are some bosses out there who are just bad. They're bad bosses. They're bad people. They mistreat their employees just because they're in a position of power and the employee is not. And I think that's what we're dealing with Klobuchar. And you learn a lot about somebody by seeing how they treat those underneath them. And that tells us everything we need to know right now about Klobuchar. She is not respectful to the people who have kept her career going. I mean, these people, these staffers, it's not just get me coffee, clean this comb, there's salad on it. It's draft this report, make these charts, pull these figures, make me look good and sound smart when I go to the Senate floor. Without staffers, members of Congress look just as dumb as the rest of us. And they deserve to be treated with respect. And if Klobuchar can't do that in her office at the Senate, then we have no reason to think she would do it in the White House. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.